Good morning, students, and welcome to our online e-learning session for class 8th. And a wonderful topic what we are discussing is chapter number 8, that is India Challenges and its Solutions. So, when we discuss about the previous topic and few challenges, at that time we start our new lecture with wonderful quote or one wonderful thought that the challenges are always acceptable and its advantages that we should face the challenges. When we are having challenges, we can grow more. Yes, so challenges are always good for our life. So in this topic, we are specially talking about few challenges what our country is facing. So as we know now that the all challenges, if we consider anything as a problem, as a challenge, that will be the solution. So here we are going to talk about the different types of challenges, different types of problems what the India is facing nowadays. As we got independence in 1947, till 190 years we were ruled by the Britisher. India is a developed, yes, we have not developed country, we are developing nation. So still we have to work on number of points, on the number of sector what we have to discuss. So this, in a special term, we can say this is the topic of economy. In class 10th we will going to talk history, or we will going to talk social science in a 4 different way. So that is the history what we are learning every day, then the geography and the civics and the economy. So let's take the revision, quick revision what we have previously discussed. And if you remember, I assign you 2 homework, 2 activity based homework, and few of the questions I have already given to you. So when it's required, we will going to discuss later on that. So let's start a few points what we have already discussed. So as we know, and now we are talking about the challenges. So first point what we were discussing previously, that the classification of challenges faced by the India, as India in the modern time, the external means of development and have the change, but the internal means of development, like still we have to work very hard. And due to these challenges, it's a hindrance to the development of our nation. Even institution of the local self-government. Now we know what is a local self-government. That is what we can say is the Gram Panchayat, Jilla Panchayat, and that the local self-government. Educational institution like the schools and colleges, even the non-government voluntary organization. Now that was your homework question. What is, understand what do you mean by NGO? So what will be the answer for this? So that what we say is the non-government voluntary organization. So have they played the vital role in the social and professional development of the nation. So the society shows many positive changes with the help of this local self-government, with the help of local institute and the educational institute. As proudly you know that we are the family member of the Shri Gyan Manjari Vidyapith, and here also we learn the basic and the moral value of the society, basic fundamental values by which we can inculcate the values and we can be the part of this proud nation. Then we talk about the classification of challenges faced by the India. So 4 type of challenges what we have discussed. That was internal problems, then the regional problems, third is a boundary problems, and 4th one is a natural problem. So in the internal problem, we have discussed 2 points, and still many of we have to discuss yet, that the internal problem within the country, what type of problem we are facing. That is first is overpopulation. That what we have discussed, as India is a large country, second largest populated country, and in this decade, and we can say in 2030 might be we will have the more population than the China, so will be on the first position might be. So this is the challenge, and we can say it is a basic root of all challenges. Then illiteracy. So illiteracy is also the major problem and the basic challenge, and due to the illiteracy, number of the social and economical problem what the citizen of this nation are facing. Then inflation, that today what we will going to talk is about the inflation, the rise in the commodities, that what we can say the inflation. Then the poverty. Poverty, this is the major issue of our nation. Then unemployment, even the urbanization, communalism. As India is the country where all the major religion are followed in our country. As now we know, as a student of the social science, we know all major 8 religion are followed in our country. So due to this diversity in our country, the communalism is a very crucial problem what we are facing. Even the corruption, and comes the terrorism. So this all are the internal problems what we can say. Even the regional problems, as India is a vast country. So 28 states, UTs and NCT. So all states, the resident of that state, they feel that they are better than other state. Few states are developed states, still some are developing, and few are poor state. So this what we can say is the regional problem. Third is the border problem. If you remember, when we were discussing offline, at that time I have assigned you the project for the neighboring countries. As now we know that we are having 7 countries which we are sharing the land boundaries. Yes, we start with the northwest from the Pakistan to Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Burma and Bangladesh, and 2 coastline boundary what we are sharing, that is with the Maldives and the Sri Lanka. So this all are having, as we are having the different type of culture, thoughts, belief. So number of challenges even with the border problems we are having. And the last, that already we have discussed about the natural problem. As India is like, geographically also we are having the vast culture and the diversity is there. So natural problems like the flood, famine, earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, cyclone, this all are the major issue what we are facing. So in this first slide, I have put 2 images. If you see over here, one is a Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan. Here you can see our respected Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of the country, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan. And other image, if you can see, this is a controversial image what I have kept over here. One, the solution what I have kept, as we are talking about the challenges, and one is the solution. So this image is with the solution part, and here India has the highest number of illiterate adult. Even we talk about the illiterate people. So what it says, India has the highest number of illiterate adult. Here you can see the proportion on the map of country, that 287 million adults cannot read or write. So here when I was explaining this, I told you who is illiterate. So what is the definition for the illiterate? So those who cannot read and write his or her own language, mother tongue, what we can say, he or she we consider as a illiterate. So here it is a 287 million people, Indians adult, are not able to read and write, and that is 39% of all illiterate adults. That is a worldwide proportion. It's a huge proportion if you can say. Then that is a 39% of all illiterate adult worldwide. And that is equal to 4 times the population of France. Now the number which is given over here, this is a 287 million. This is the 4 times proportion to the entire population of the France. France is a European nation, as you know. So we are having more than 4 times proportion that who are the illiterate. So here the two images of our country, what I try to show you over here, this is one challenge of illiteracy. So number of thing what we have previously discussed also, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, each one teach one, this all are the different schemes are undertaken by the government, and this is the one way by how government is putting their best effort. This is for the Saksharta Abhiyan. Yes, so this is the illiteracy. The same in Hindi, what we can do, Saksharta. So this is the problem and this is the solution. But keep in mind, students, always take a positive thing or positive output from everything. Though we are having this a huge number of illiterate people in our country, but we'll focus in this, we'll keep in mind each one teach one, and together we can make a difference. Then few points that what you have to keep in mind, that the overpopulation what we have discussed is according to the census of 2001. Now when it is mentioned 2001, and here you have to keep in mind after 10 years we will have the census. Yes, so according to the census 2001, India's population was 102.87 crore. It's a huge population, isn't it? So, and this increased to 121.01 crore in the year 2011. So last census was done in 2011, and in this previous year 2021 we have to conduct it, but due to this corona pandemic we couldn't. Okay, then this in the decade of 2001 to 11, the population increased by 18.14 crore. See, it's in a 10 year, it's a huge number, isn't it? So such a high growth in population is called the overpopulation. So this is the simplest term of overpopulation. That what is the overpopulation? So the high growth in population is called the overpopulation. Then problem due to the overpopulation. Now we know due to the overpopulation, I gave you one example of pizza, that what you like the most. And I gave you that example. If you are one or two sibling, then it's fine, you will get a good proportion of the pizza. But if you are having more than that, so it's difficult to get your perfect demand or your requirement. So that what we have discussed. Problems such as availability of water, food, medical services, education, price, and this all we have nicely discussed. Moreover, corruption, crime rate, unemployment, this increase. So this all are the internal problem. But what is the root cause of this problem? Definitely is a overpopulation. Then under such a situation, government has to continuously take measure to control the population. Still you are small, but number of steps are taken by government, family planning and so on. So these all are the steps which are taken by the government. So they control the population and solve the problem arising at. Then we talk about the illiteracy. Now, at the starting of this lecture we have seen just now one positive image and the problem what we have seen. So illiteracy is one of the major problem that affect the progress of India. Illiteracy, now we know the ratio that is of 287 million adult cannot read and write. It's a huge population or the proportion. So one need to be literate in order to understand the new ideas, discoveries and knowledge. So why it is important to study, to read and write? As if we are knowledgeable, at that particular time we will have a good idea, positive thinking towards everything. We can come out from the particular social thoughts and the rigid thinking and the tradition. Until unless we are not literate, we can't come out. Then comes the literate person can properly present his idea. We can present our thought, we can present our idea. During independence, our literacy rate was too low. But now, with the help of government and number of NGOs, we are having a number of programs. Yes, Saksharta Abhiyan Mission and number of program it is undertaken by the government, and now we are having a good proportion also. Then comes, hence government initiated several plans and made the several efforts to increase our literacy level. As a result of this effort, our literacy rate has increased considerably. Then, measures taken by the government to increase the literacy. What type of measure is undertaken by the government? So, government provides free and compulsory education for primary level. This is very important point that you should know and you have to keep in mind for your higher classes, class 9th and class 10th. RT is most important point. RTI and RTE, that is 6 to 14 years free and compulsory act. Okay, so it's a compulsory. This act is established in 2009. Then comes, government has also taken the primary education as the global level. Now here government is trying to put all type of effort that the smaller one up the age of 6 to 14 must be educated. It's also provide scholarship, midday meals, pre-primary education, etc. See, scholarship. Here government is giving scholarship to the students, those who are academic strong, the students, those who are having good academic result. Even the midday meals, the students, those who are coming from the deprived family, poor family, or in the government school, government is providing a good healthy food meal to students. Various plans and policies related to female education, residential school, Vidya Deep Yojana, ideal residential school, continuous education, right to education, that is a RTE 2009 have been set up. Now please pay your focus why we are discussing it in the detail right now. Various plan and policies which was undertaken by government is female education, free education to the girl child. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Andolan is going on. Then comes the residential school. It's like a hostel, but it is in the free of cost for the students or the girl child or the students from the deprived family, deprived group of the society. Then Vidya Deep Yojana, here government is providing number of benefit, number of facilities. Then the ideal residential school, continuous education and right to education. That is important. Again, I am focusing you, I am insisting you people to understand the RTE and to remember it. Then comes increase in the price of essential and basic required commodities and other necessity is called the inflation. This is the topic from where we have to start. So we are talking about the inflation. In Hindi, if I use a Hindi for one explanation, that जब किसी वस्तु या सर्विसेज का दाम बढ़ता है, it is called the inflation. Okay. So basically this increase in the price of essential. Essential matlab basic requirement. CFO, fruits, vegetables, milk, medicines, these all are the essential things what we required in our daily life. And if there is a high price rise in this commodity, the poor or the person or the family who are not able to satisfy their basic requirement, so they will they can't fulfill their basic requirement. So the increase in the price of essential and basic required commodities and other necessity is called the inflation. Basic requirement, as we required food every day, we required a good medical facilities, good home and good environment. This all are the basic requirement. And if we can't fulfill this basic requirement due to the price rise, else these commodities are having the more price. So this situation is called the inflation. Now the increase in the price of essential and basic item and necessities such as the milk, vegetable, petrol is called the inflation. So this all we know, this all are the basic requirement. In the daily uses we use this thing to fulfill or to get with our demand. Okay, if we want a good life, a good healthy life, we require this all essential. So if we are having a more price in this and due to the any of the reason, so that affect to the poor or the deprived group of the society. As one person is a poor, he or she is not getting enough income, and if there will be the price rise in this type of commodities, it is very impossible, next to impossible for that family to get even the basic requirement. So this is also the major issue of our society. Then inflation burdens in common man and affect his life. Say for one poor person whose income, monthly income may be 5,000, 6,000, and very hardly he is able to meet off his two end. But if there is a price rise in, say for in the milk or in the petrol or in the vegetable, now he do not have the excess money to spend on it. Or by chance, if any family member need a medical treatment, it is not possible to fulfill with all the requirement. So in this situation, in inflation, like the poor and the people or the family, those who are not able to meet this daily important things, it's very difficult or the hard time for them. So the income does not grow as fast as inflation. That what we say is the price rise. Say for fixed income is a fixed, per month income is fixed, but the price rise, if it is an inflation in the society, there is a drastic changes in the prices, and due to that price rise, other things also get in it is having the same effect, side effect or the further effect. So hence it become very difficult for the poor and the middleman, as they are having the fixed income per month. So to get with other charges or to fulfill this requirement, he have to leave others. Okay, so become very difficult for poor and middle class to manage their expenses. Then comes, since things become expensive, now what happened due to the inflation? Things or the commodities or the basic requirement will become the expensive, महंगी होती है चीजें. So people may not be able to afford them. If any in poor family, if child get any disease, he required a good medical treatment. But as the family is very poor, the parents are not able to take his or her child to the hospital either, as this medical facilities are expensive. So hence their standard of living goes down. Number of time due to this inflation, they will not take a proper treatment or the proper things what they required. So this is the, hence their standard of living goes down. Then factors such as the corruption, hoarding the stock and go downs, black marketing, and this all are the problem. So in routine life, a person's income does not grow as fast as inflation. So actually what happened? As like the price go higher, the income of any person will not as fast as the inflation. So that is the issue. Then it's become very difficult for people to manage the things. Now if any person is having the income of 5,000, so now if the milk is 100 rupees or the petrol is more than 100 rupees, medical treatment is so expensive, so it is very difficult for any middle class person, middle class family or the poor family to meet with all the basic requirement. Number of time it may happen that, see, in our daily meal we take dal, roti, sabzi, roti and the salad and the chash and papad. This is our basic routine. But if you see any poor or the middle class, so they will, alternate option might be they will choose, they will eat only roti and sabzi, might be only the dal and chawal, as they can't mix it at it's an expensive one. Then, since their monthly income is fixed, the budget that they have planned to meet the expenses get disturbed. Now see, every family, even your parents will have the budget. So what is the budget? As our income resources are limited, so we have to plan all the expenses in we have to plan, we should have some good plan, as we have to assume how much expenses we have to make for the future uses, and that is what we say is the budget all about. So number of time the budget and it will get disturbed as unplanned or due to the inflation. So they need cut their expenses by not buying few things. As again, if we take an example of the ill child of the poor family or the middle family, he or she must take a treatment in a good hospital, but due to number of reason, the parents needs to take its child to the government hospital, or number of time they have to skip also. So this is the major issue. Then hence, due to the non-affordability of things, the standard of living goes down during the inflation. See, number of time it may happen, students, that we take a wheat, गेहूं हम लोग खाते हैं, but the poor person, it's not able to eat in daily uses. They will take a jowar or bajri millet, and that they have to eat it in the way how we eat pizza and pasta and fried things. They can't eat it. So as it's affect to their common and the life also, and due to their living standard also will get affected due to this thing. So this is the very major issue what we have to keep in mind. See, in your textbook one activity is given, that what you have to do it. So that is the commodities are given, that is a per liter or 1 kg, then the price 5 years ago and the now, and you have to take with the proportional rate. See, milk is given, first commodity what it is given is a milk. Say for 5 years back, the milk was 19-20 rupees. So 40 rupees nearby per liter. Now it is 60 rupees, 80 rupees. So almost double the price has risen up. Even clarified butter, that is a pure ghee, what we can say. Previously it was maybe 200-300 rupees per kg. Now we have to purchase by 600 rupees. Then comes the sugar, even the jaggery, that is a good, what we can say, gas and petrol. 5 years back, petrol was 60 rupees, 70 rupees, per liter. Now we are paying 108 rupees, 110 rupees. So almost 2 times, 3 times, it's an increase in the price. So here this activity, in previous lecture I have instructed you that maths, science, social, all are the interrelated subject. So this activity you have to do it, you have to send to your associate. Now, though increase in the price, and that what we say is in the basic commodity, what we can say it's a inflation. And what are the steps which is measurement which is taken by the government, that what we will talk. So the corruption, hoarding, overpopulation, and the factor responsible the inflation. So what are the measure, or what are the root cause? Actually what we can say, it's not a measure, but what are the root cause what we should understand, that the corruption, then comes the hoarding. Hoarding मतलब कोई एक चीज का संग्रह करना, उसको रखना, जमाखोरी जिसको हम कहेंगे. Overpopulation are the factor responsible the inflation. What can we do as a citizen to stop it? So we have to be very much sensible. We should not use any resources unnecessarily, as resources are limited but the human wants are unlimited. So we must be very much thankful in that. Then, and the plan, we have to plan in a proper manner, and we have to manage our life in the proper manner. Now interesting, and for today's topic, this is the last topic what we are talking and discussing about the poverty. Known words, known scenario for our nation. So actually, what is the definition of poverty or the poor? Who is a poor? Garib kaun hai? Poverty means garibi. So what is the definition of the poor or poverty? So poverty is another major challenge of our country. It is not like that in only our country there we can see the poor. It's a universal challenge, but in a one or other manner. So poverty is another major challenges faced by our country, a situation where a person is deprived of basic necessity, to whom we consider as a poor. The person who is not able to fulfill his or her basic requirement, we consider him or her as a poor. गरीब की व्याख्या क्या है? The person who is not able to fulfill a basic condition, basic requirement, we consider them as a poor. So the condition in which people are not able to afford even the basic necessity like food, water, medical facilities, this all. Life such as food, clothes, shelter, employment, medical facility is called this situation is called the poverty. Poverty is a serious problem of India, not only the India, but it's a global problem. Then, in Gujarat, 14.7% people, see, Gujarat is a developed state of India. Then also in Gujarat, we are having 14.7% people who live below poverty line. And for this term, below poverty line, we will use word BPL. B for below, P for poverty, L for line. So now we will use the term BPL. So it is called the below poverty line. So how much a person is a poor, that is the criteria of poverty, is decided on the basis of price of an item and the level of income. So poverty is another major problem of our country, and that is a faced by of our country. So situation, a person where he is deprived of basic necessity and like the food, clothing, shelter, employment, medical facility in term as poor. So to percentage of people in Gujarat living below poverty line is 14.7. This proportion you have to keep in mind. The criteria of poverty are set on the basis of purchasing capacity and level of income. Due to the 5-year plan, education and medical facilities have become more accessible in India. So, what are the steps are taken by the government? What are the measures? Government क्या कर रहा है? Okay. So, measures taken by the government. Let's talk on that. Government has focused on removing poverty in its various 5-year plan. Now, government is having the 5-year commission. In 5 years, future 5 years, they have a good plan. Then, as a result, more and more people can now obtain education and medical facilities. Also, due to the government and private efforts, several industries have developed, and these industries have increased the employment. So, how to come out from the poverty? The person should get a good employment. From where people will get the employment? By the setup of the good industries and the chances of the employment. Moreover, due to the invention of new technology in agriculture, income of people engaged in the agriculture has increased. So, all this factor led to the rise in income and hence reduce the poverty. So, this all are the few steps what it is given. Okay. Now, in your textbook, one more activity is given before we write our homework. Prepare a list of occasions on which food is wasted. This is the marriage season. Few days back, like you know, the marriage season was there. Now, we will going to celebrate Uttarayan and Holi and other festivals. So, here we have to be, you have to mark it, you have to observe actually. So, here you have to prepare a one fine list of occasion on which food is wasted. And here you have to understand the importance of food. You know, crore of people are not getting a one-time meal also. So we have to use the food and this resources in very respectful manner. So as a citizen, what can we do to stop it? This is very important. So just mention as a homework, in our special book you have to write. You know, we all are having wonderful book of social. So I want your idea. What is the problem? Now problem we know that we are wasting the food. So here you have to come out with the solution. What to do? So things to know, that what I said, it's a below poverty line. People living in the below poverty line has faced the following situations. They do not get the proper nutritious food, live in unhygienic condition, are illiterate and deprived of medical facilities. Their children have to indulge into the laborer work. So this all are the common point. Now write today's homework. I have I'm giving you 4 questions. I want this. First is, which internal problem is India facing? We have discussed few. You have to mention it and few more. So first question, which internal problems India is facing? Number 2, which problem are created due to the overpopulation? Due to the overpopulation, what type of problem may occur? So that is the second question. Then comes, why is literacy required? A very interesting answer must be there. पढ़ना लिखना क्यों जरूरी है? Why it is important to have it? Okay. Then what are the problems faced by the common people due to inflation? That what we have discussed right now. What are the problems faced by the common people due to inflation, and define poverty? Now, dear students, as it's a study part over, today is 13th and tomorrow we will going to celebrate Uttarayan, that is called the Makar Sankrant. And you are the student of Shri Gyan Manjari Vidyapith. We are absolute different. We are unique from others. So, we have already discussed in the class. But what a special thing we will going to do is on tomorrow's special or wonderful occasion, what we will going to do? You have to write bird helpline number on your kite. In the evening when you will sit with your kite and you will preparing yourself for tomorrow's fine event, today you have to write bird helpline number on your kite. Be careful while flying the kite. Enjoy. But remember, there is a fine guideline given by government for Uttarayan. Follow all the instruction. Take care of yourself and your neighbors and your family. Have a good Uttarayan. Thank you. Take care and goodbye.